About wash. If we are not very careful, we will launder into office about 40% of our elected leaders who are engaged in this kind of business. So they asked me, why were you so prophetic? I told them, I'm neither a prophet nor a seer. I am not a special person. I'm not even holy. And I don't claim those lofty credentials that you hear politicians talk about. That, oh, I see far. When I was born, my grandmother said that you have the eyes of a leader, and those kinds of things. I don't believe in those types of lies, and I don't live hypocritically like that. I say things the way I see them, and I believe I was raised in a society where 2 and 2 is 4. And I've lived that way all my life. And when I see challenges, I think as a public person, then as a public leader, I have a responsibility to say things as they are. Because you will not solve a problem you don't know and a problem you are not able to admit. So, Archbishop Olestabit invited me in 2022 to a function of the clergy of the Anglican Church. And after we have had a meeting such as this one we have, I asked the bishop. Bishop said he wants to field questions. I said, sure. Then one bishop asked me a question. Waziri, you know, one group that is campaigning is telling us they will put aside X billions for Boda Boda, X billions for Mama Mboga, X billions for I don't know who. And you guys, where are you taking the money? You are not talking about this money. I told him, Bishop, you are being cheated. This is a lie. And that's why I came up with this famous clip that is doing rounds, that after the coronavirus, the next epidemic is the epidemic of lies. You know, people just lying. An outbreak of lies in the public space where people say things that don't exist. And in a few days after the elections, it was so clear that we were right. The Chief Justice, Justice Mother Kome, convened a meeting in Naivasha of the National Council for the Administration of Justice. And she invited us to the meeting. We were all there, judges of the Supreme Court, judges of the Court of Appeal, all senior security officials were in the room, the Inspector General Police, the then DPP, who's now our Director General National Intelligence Service, and the late Mr. Jebukati, the chairperson of the the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. And then somebody shot again a question at me from the audience on wash and man laundering and so on. And I said, look, let's stop pretending. This thing is going to destroy our country. It has been going on for a while. It's hurting us. And because we don't have an effective electoral law framework in the country, if we are not very careful, we will launder into office. Up to 40% of our elected people are going to be from that group of wash, money launderers, and those kinds of people. I don't know whether you follow this. I'm sure you do as Kenyans. We were grey-listed last year. Last Friday, the EU listed us as a risky financial transactions environment.